Former Boston Red Sox star David "Big Papi" Ortiz was shot in the back in what the Washington Post described as, quote, an ambush-style attack at near point-blank range while dining at his hometown's Dial Bar and Lounge the night of June 9, 2019, in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Was it a hit job? Here's what we know so far. Surveillance video shows two men on a motorcycle drive up and cold-bloodedly shoot Ortiz in the back. The video also then captures a mob of angry onlookers grabbing one of the attackers as they tried to escape. Identified by the authorities as 25-year-old Eddie Garcia, the man was brutally beaten, reportedly suffering a cranium contusion and trauma to his thorax, left knee, and right leg. Initial reports identified Garcia as the gunman, but later authorities determined he had been the driver, while the gunman is still apparently at large. Not long after his arrest, Garcia was charged as an accomplice to attempted murder, while the National Prosecutor's Office told reporters that another person had been arrested in connection with the shooting. As of the making of this video, the second arrested person's identity and whether or not he was the shooter has not been revealed. In the moments following the attack, observers speculated that the shooting may have been part of a robbery attempt gone wrong. But after the surveillance video was released, it became clear this wasn't the case, with police spokesman Frank Felix Duran telling CBS News, "We're not ruling out any scenario. What we can rule out is that this wasn't a robbery." Duran said that it may actually have been a premeditated assassination attempt. But even if it was, it's unclear if Ortiz was the intended target, as he was dining out with two other celebrities, television host Joel Lopez, who was also wounded in the attack, and singer Secreto. Authorities also have no idea what the motive is. Rumors swirled that the police themselves were somehow involved, but the authorities issued a categorical denial. According to the Associated Press, Ortiz was asked after the attack by his friend Eliezer Salvador whether he knew of a motive, and Ortiz answered, "No, my brother, I've never wronged anyone." Still, Ortiz's spokesman Leo Lopez is sure this was a premeditated hit job, telling the Dominican newspaper Diario Libre it was the act of a hired killer. After the attack, Salvador drove Ortiz to the hospital, where he underwent successful surgery. Lopez told ESPN, quote, the operation lasted 6 hours and that doctors had to remove part of Ortiz's intestines and colon, as well as his gallbladder. Once Ortiz was stabilized, the Boston Red Sox organized an emergency medical flight to bring Ortiz back to Boston, which has some of the most highly rated hospitals in the world. Red Sox president and CEO Sam Kennedy said in a press conference,
"In coordination with our medical team, the club has arranged for a medical air ambulance to transport David to Boston from Santo Domingo. Out of respect for David's privacy, I don't have any additional details about his medical condition."
After arriving home in Boston, an ambulance with a police escort whisked Ortiz to Massachusetts General Hospital, where he reportedly underwent a second operation. On June 11th, Ortiz's wife Tiffany released a statement that read in part, "He is stable, awake, and resting comfortably this morning in the ICU, where he is expected to remain for the next several days." Ortiz, a 10-time All-Star and 3-time World Series champion with the Red Sox, is one of the most beloved figures in Boston history. Following the terrorist bombing at the Boston Marathon in 2013, Ortiz rallied the city with an emotional speech at Fenway Park.
"This is our city. And nobody gonna dictate our freedom."
Needless to say, following the attack on Ortiz, there was an outpouring of support for the gentle giant. Boston Mayor Marty Walsh tweeted, "Boston is thinking of you, David Ortiz, and wishing you a full and quick recovery. Get well soon." Former New England Patriots linebacker Teddy Bruschi tweeted, "Thoughts and prayers to David Ortiz and his family, a man that defines the city of Boston. Get better, Big Papi." And Patriots quarterback Tom Brady added in a tweet, "Papi defines Boston strong. Get well soon, my friend." Even some of his professional rivals tweeted encouragement, with the former face of the New York Yankees, Alex Rodriguez, tweeting, "Anxiously waiting for more news. In the meantime, only prayers for David Ortiz, Tiffany, and their family." But it was Big Papi's former Red Sox teammates who had the most emotional reactions. In an interview with the New England Sports Network, Jason Varitek fought back tears, describing Ortiz as a beloved family man.
"He's a dad. And, heart goes out to Alex and D'Angelo and his wife and the rest of his family."
Hall of Fame pitcher Pedro Martinez broke down during an appearance on the MLB Network.
"I'm sorry, but it hurts me. It hurts me."
And President Barack Obama, who once called Ortiz's speech after the Boston Marathon bombing among the proudest moments of his presidency, tweeted, 6 years ago, David Ortiz's spirit and resolve helped us all begin to heal from the Boston Marathon bombing. Today, I want to join many others in wishing him a speedy recovery of his own. Get well soon, Papi. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebrities are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.